Good morning, everyone. Welcome. I'd like to begin by just acknowledging my gratitude for the opportunity to meet on the treaty lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and to reaffirm the Green Party's commitment to the Truth and Reconciliation process and to acknowledge that this is Indigenous History Month. Doug Ford is in the pocket of oil and gas giants, and the people of Ontario are paying the price. We saw it last year when he overturned an Ontario Energy Board decision that would have saved people money and stopped forcing them to subsidize the expansion of gas infrastructure in this province. And we see it with the ramp up of expensive fossil gas plants in Ontario at a time when experts are pointing to cheaper, cleaner alternatives. And while other provinces allow municipalities to charge fossil gas companies for the use of public land for their fossil fuel infrastructure, this is illegal and not allowed in Ontario. Provinces like Alberta, BC, and Saskatchewan get it. They allow municipalities to charge fossil fuel companies for the use of public land. It's just the right thing to do. And Ontario cannot afford to continue to ban municipalities from doing this and from this vital source of revenue, especially at a time when Enbridge's profits are at record levels. At the end of March, the company reported profits of over $5 billion for this quarter alone. That's almost an 18% year-over-year increase. And the company made $18 billion in profits over the last 12-month period, nearly a 12% increase, all at a time when they're paying their CEO $23 million a year, while communities across Ontario are struggling to pay for vital public services. So we got to stop asking Ontario taxpayers to subsidize Enbridge's operations instead of generating the desperately needed revenue they need to pay for things like affordable housing, infrastructure to unlock housing, and other vital services that are so important to our communities. You know, right now, so many municipalities are both being forced to cut back on services and raise property taxes at the same time. And so that's why later today, I will be reintroducing my bill, No Free Ride for Fossil Fuels Act, calling on the Ford government to stop banning municipalities from being able to charge fossil fuel giants for the use of public lands, and to essentially say, you have to pay your fair share. There is no more free ride in Ontario. If passed, this bill would allow municipalities like my own in Guelph, when they renegotiate their master framework agreements with fossil fuel companies like Enbridge, to be able to charge them for the use of their public lands. Other provinces do this. Why not in Ontario? In the case of Guelph, it could allow them to raise up to $8.5 million for vital service investments. It would put an end to Enbridge's free ride, and it would send a clear message that we are going to put people and affordability ahead of subsidies for fossil fuel giants. In general, we're calling on the Ford government to stop subsidizing fossil fuel companies and, in a sense, stop subsidizing climate chaos, especially at a time like right now when we're experiencing forest fires across Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Northern Ontario that are forcing the evacuation of communities, especially First Nations communities in northwestern Ontario, and leading to toxic air pollution that we're experiencing in southern Ontario right now. So I would like to ask Evan Ferrari from Emerge Guelph, who is leading a campaign to allow municipalities to charge fossil fuel companies their fair share, to say a few words about what his organization is doing to end the free ride for fossil fuel companies.
Thank you, Mike. We can't thank you enough for bringing this bill once again before the legislature. It helps to tie everything up in a bow. Emerge Guelph Sustainability, our mandate is to fight climate change within the city of Guelph. And what we found is that the fact that Enbridge pays nothing for the use of the private land under our roads, as Mike mentioned, it amounts to about $8.5 million a year of lost revenue. Yet another hidden subsidy that a fossil fuel company is getting. This isn't only about Guelph. We see an opportunity here because there are also at least 350 other municipalities in Ontario that have similar agreements with Enbridge. Agreements that say that the municipality will not charge Enbridge for the use of their land. If all those municipalities, and using the same formula that Mike mentioned, that would amount to just a little under $900 million a year. Needless to say that Enbridge isn't going to take that one sitting down. So we're taking them to the Ontario Energy Board, and we're currently working through the process as an intervener in conjunction with the City of Guelph to challenge the fact that they have a free ride when it comes to using our public land for their pipelines. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you for joining us today. I'm now happy to take any questions. Okay, thanks, everyone. Have a good day.